how does that translate to like a big movie production like, let's say, Stand and Deliver?
Well, Stand and Deliver was not a big movie production.
Okay.
I'll tell you that
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
well, tell me about that. Tell me about that.
Actually, it was an ultra low budget.
Okay.
Stay awake as you're waking up. Wake up this morning, how are you? Bring toothpicks to pinch open your eyes.
Can we talk about sex?
We discuss sex, I have to give sexual homework.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. When I lose a finger, I won't be able to count to 10.
At a tough school, someone had to take a stand, and someone did. Edward James Olmos,
Nethead.
Lou Diamond Phillips. Stand and Deliver.
Back in those days, they had a what was the Favorite Nations contract. Everybody got paid the same. Well, this was a contract below Favorite Nations because they had a contract. If you hired so many people of color, you could charge, you could pay the actors less.
Really?
So we were getting paid less than just a Favorite Nations, which was like scale, whatever scale was, everybody got scale,
Right.
and then certain actors at the end, if they had big names, if the film made a certain amount of money, then they got a piece of it.
Okay.
But we got less than less, and so it was the first. I had been working up until that time, probably 7 years. I had been working as an actor. I'd been making money. I was doing looping, and I got Stand and Deliver, and I had to audition 7 times for it.
Wow.
Different characters, and then at the 7th time, I was like, I'm not coming back, people. Figure it out. I'm not coming back, because I was so cocky from New York.
You were working already.
I'm like, look, this gas money. I need to get paid. Figure it out. I am really good. So they hired me. So I got hired, and all hell broke loose.
Really?
It was shit everywhere.
Really?
Well, it was the first time I was working with a minority group of people in production-wise.
Okay.
And so there was just a lot of things that were not really up to par, and I had been working. So for most of those other actors, that was their first job, so they didn't have a point of reference.
Right.
But I did. I had already been schooled by professional extras early on when I was in Hill Street, working Hill Street. That kind of taught me, they got to pay for your wardrobe. They have to give you money if you don't eat your meal at the designated time. So I knew all these things, and now they're doing stuff that I'm like going, wait a minute, that's a penalty.
Right.
I get paid, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
And so the first week they had us signing our timesheets, but they didn't put anything down. I was told, oh, well, we'll take care of it. Just sign your name and we'll do it. So I'm not making money off of the weekly because it's a minority contract, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make money on that overtime because we're working like 17 hours. It's gonna be good. And so I get my first paycheck, and it was a base paycheck. And I'm like, there's a problem. I called my agent. I said, there's a problem because I did all these hours, and I was keeping tabs like I was taught by those professional extras.
Oh, yeah.
That you write down your time in, your time out, your lunch time. You write down if you brought your wardrobe. So then my agent called me back, and he said, well, they said there is no overtime because that's what the timesheets say. So, and he said, don't make trouble.
Oh.
The lady came back and said, would you sign? And I looked, and the paper was blank. I said, no, I can't do that. I said, you're asking me to sign a blank. It's like giving me a blank check and just having me sign my name. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I said, you write in all my times, and then I'll sign it. What I didn't know at that time, and what I learned, was that you never fight as an actor, you never fight your battle on set.
Okay.
You call your union rep and you let them do it. I didn't know any of that.
Right.
I was from the streets, and my message with you, you're gonna
Right,
step
exactly.
up and say, excuse me. And I learned a lot on that film of things not being personal, that filmmakers want to get their project done. And so actors are not as important as we think we are.
Right.
You know, it's like you do those lines, do that, okay, now get out the way because we're coming through. So I have a lot of respect for Eddie. I have a lot of respect for the producers of that film, especially now being on the production end, being a producer and seeing how difficult it is to make a movie. But when I was in it, it was very personal. I felt like, you know, they were trying to kill my career. I was trying to get a career and they were trying to kill it. And as now I know that it's not personal. And I think, again, that's something that actors need to know, that it's not personal. If they hire you and they fire you, it's not really personal. A lot of times it's just you didn't match with the actors. You know, you didn't fit in that stuff. A lot of times, as I've been in casting, where we've been doing films and television shows and stuff, there have been great actors that came in, but they didn't fit with the company that was chosen already.